Hello YouTube, it's Team Endgame here, specifically Faz, Aaron and Mike. Mike the most excited out of us all because of what's in front of us. It's International Boobs Day, which basically means we
are... free, because it's like 3 days late.
Yeah, something distributor something. So it basically means that we will be opening up yet another case of Bermuda Triangle cards, this time the wonderful Prismatic Divas, which very nicely supports every single sub-clan, build, idol card that Prism, Coral, Duos, Harmony, New Chocho, Pacifica, everything's being pretty much represented in this box, so it's going to be a myriad of random things. One of these packs, just one, will contain the mystical 7 SP cards.
Is that one SP pack?
There is one Super SP pack in a case, so I've been told. There are several SPs, but there is one SP pack. So, here it is. We also know that there is...
disgusting.
No, what's disgusting is that they've flumped the Loris one and kind of accidentally forgot to put in Loris.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So yeah, keep hold of them and go to your local event that's coming up soon, or of the Nationals, which is in when? Like August, October? October,
Question mark?
Question mark, yeah. So October, inverted commas. And then you can trade in that pack for a different pack that will actually have the missing Loris card in. But knowing my luck, I will get that card and I will just basically haggle for all the cards. That's pretty much it. We now have 24 boxes.
It's going to be a long...
of 12 pin. It's going to be fine, it won't take too long.
Well, I'll probably burn the ones you give me, but...
Yeah, you go burn and squat. I know that your passion burns brightly for boobs, but you need to calm down, Mike.
Pink's my favourite colour, yeah.
Exactly. So, should we get this party started?
After you, Faz.
So,
you paid for everything.
Box number. You're not supposed to know I've got money. The idea is that I get my SPs cheap.
Watch Faz open 24 himself.
6, 7, 8,
2, 4, 6. There you go, Mikey.
You can grab the box, please, on your...
The box of rubbish.
Over here.
Yeah, I think basically just a bit of chit chat is that previously with some of the Bermuda sets that you got
your boat here, I'll put it in.
A bit of support on each of the individual packs. The other thing that we forgot to mention is good old fashioned box toppers.
Yeah, it's just one.
Yep, it's a single card, so it's picking up the missing cards that we've got.
Again?
So, yeah, I've said it. Olivia is coming back in force, mate. And of course,
well, it's better than
first thing Mike does is open up with the new Triple R Chocho. That is the Chocho headliner Lapria, which is basically the new boss card. It's similar to what Olivia does. General skill is count boss 1, choose a card with face down name, flip it face up. If you do, choose 2 of your rear guards and per card up in your view zone, bounce it to hand, or no, it's actually put them in the bottom of the deck. Draw the same number of cards that you put in there, and then if you've got Chocho Heart, you draw a card. If you drew 4 cards in total, then choose up to 5 cards in your hand, call them separate rear guards. The idea is that you do this with a couple in there, and you basically trigger off some awesome fun skills. We get another reprint of Image Master, so good old fashioned flippity flip perfect card, always fun. So it's not so bad. Yep, everything's getting reprinted.
Aaron, read them afterwards.
I have been a bad Bermuda player and not looked at any of these freaking cards.
So yeah, let's have a look. What else have we put? We've got Duo Sparkle, what's it, Light Piri Piri, which is this lovely little card. Now the idea of that is to help correct your
there's a Harmony Perfect reprint as well.
So basically at the end of your turn, if you paid a cost, it's Hell Blast 1 on Vanguard. If you do, choose 2 more card with Duo.
Was it rare then?
What's that?
There's a perfect card of rare in it. I thought rares are only reprints really.
No, there's
they tend to majority to be like...
Okay.
Okay.
So basically the idea of that Duo card is that it allows you to search out for any grade 3 duo of your choice. So it allows you to get into the Ret if you want to go with the Ret build, it allows you to pick up Mia if you want to have some fun with Mia, which is always grand.
It's best we just pass your cards first.
Yeah, at the moment I'll just go through it, everything. So Mike's on fire and burning through packs quicker than water. So card that we've all been looking forward to, and by it all with myself, because I used to play Ret back in the day, so it's the new Ret Stride. Lovely Triple R. Duo Everlasting Ret. So Duo Everlasting Ret is a basically limit break stride, so going back onto similar to what we had with the Vert from the last series. Counterblast 1, and here's the difficult bit that Aaron and I were kind of having half a discussion in regards to. It is reveal 3 cards of the same name and discard them. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if you have a heart with Duo on its name, you may pay the cost. If you do, put this unit in your G-Zone face up and choose up to 1 face down Duo Lasting Ret on your G-Zone and ride it as Stride, and it gets -1 drive check. So, not too bad, lots of power, but unfortunately with that it is discard 3, so it's a heavy cost.
I didn't realise the Prism Draw Trigger was a rare.
Yeah, Prism Draw Trigger is
Loris
rare.
there for you.
Oh hey, so we have brand new Wonderful Voice Loris, which is very different from the previous one. In regards to, yeah, well this one is, if this unit is in Harmony at Generation Break 2, it gets +5k and a crit. And then its general skill is Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. When you stride over the top of it, you may draw a card and then choose up to 2 cards from your hand and return them. So slightly different. There we go, I'll actually show you what it looks like. So there we go, so it allows you to have a full Loris build. Only disagreement with that is that the Gen Break 2 skill is more aggressive than defensive. We've got the Cho-Cho crit trigger, nice and shiny and nice, and that is a generalisation of put it into your soul. At the end of the battle, the Vanguard with Cho-Cho in its name attacked, pay the card if you do, draw, and +5k. Draw a card, choose 1 card with Cho-Cho in its name from your hand and call it +5k. So it basically is an extra attack theoretically. See, our first bit of Coral support that we see is the new Arcana Star Corral. Very nice little card. And this is a supplement for the Corral theory. I'm loving the art texture on these as well. So, general skill for this lovely little lady is that it's basically Persona Flip. Actually, it's not Persona Flip, it's any card with Corral on its name.
Yeah.
So,
I knew that one at least.
Yeah,
so you can flip the other one.
Damn you and your Corral love. So you do that. So it is, if you have a card with Coral in its name, choose up to 1 of your rear guards, return it to your hand, search your deck for a card, and put it into your soul. Choose the same number of cards and rear guards the same number of Coral. ... Until the end of the turn, each card gets 2k and the Stride itself gets 10k. Let's have a look. And the other old school support is going to be in the form of Legendary Idol Riviere. So, Legendary Idol Riviere is another Counterblast 1, choose face down Persona Flip. Choose the same number of rear guards as cards with Riviere in your soul, and they get 5k. If you have 3 or more face up cards in your G zone, you draw a card and this unit gets +10k and +1 crits. And then, finishing it off and getting... I'll be able to talk soon, I swear. Jiminy Cricket, so this is the Cho-Cho G-Guard.
Drink your teas.
So there we go. I like my coffee cold, you know that by now.
No.
So,
it's wrong.
this one is Soul Blast 1, choose a rear guard with Cho-Cho in its card name and put it at the bottom of your deck. When the unit is placed on G, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card and this unit gets +5k until the end of the turn. So it has some triggering off skills. There we go, I'm just going to put some cards out there. And finishing off the traditional trio or Diva set was our good old friend Song of Gracious Reindeer. So Reindeer getting even more support. So her skill is Stride, obviously it's Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, choose face down on the card, flip it basically, so Persona Flip. When your drive check reveals a grade 3, if you have a heart with Reindeer in its card name, you may pay the cost. So if you do, choose 1 of your rear guards, return it to hand, and this unit gets +3k and +1 drive check until the end of turn. So that's quite interesting, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, free drive check. Not too shabby. So we'll go through some other things. So whilst we've been doing those lovely cards there, we have some double R's to go through. So double R is the new Cho-Cho Sentinel by the name of Cho-Cho Tino. Oh, she's so cute. So this Sentinel skill is similar to what the other ones have been getting in regards to it revives itself in one way or another. So its skill is Counterblast 1 and choose another Cho-Cho Tino from your drop zone and put it into the bottom of your deck. When your rear guard is put into your deck during your turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, return this card to your hand, and that activates from the drop zone. So that's how it kind of cycles itself through. I am quite happy with the way that cycles, considering that the rest of the Cho-Cho deck allows you to get your pluses and your nets and everything else like that.
What the fuck is this rare?
Aaron is reading a rare card. So, Aaron,
Open cards quicker! I'm not opening on priority of your bloody set.
I'll catch up.
No, you will not.
He is.
I'm reading the new Pacifica starter.
Oh yeah. Are you alright there, mate?
It's like +1 +3. What
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
What?
Basically, considering that the Pacifica Stride is very, very dependent on everything else, it kind of makes sense. But let's go out. Oh, Mike's got a new double R, or triple R even, and it is the Orient Prism Kisme, and she is the theoretical Olivia supplement / replacement, depending how you want to look at things, that come out for the prisms. So her general skill is similar to Olivia's, but slightly askew because of the way that it works. So it's choose one face down, count +1, and persona flip. When this unit attacks, if you have a heart with Prism in its name, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 cards with Prism in their names for each face-up card in your G-zone. And call them in separate art. If you call 3 or more units, this unit gets +1 crit. So the interesting factor is there, it doesn't have to be open rearguard, so you can overlay things for additional attacks. And you can call more than 2, basically. And go through that. So, let's have a look. What else do we have? We have Lipid Chorus Marilyn. She is a Riviere support card, so going back old school again, as I said, everything gets support in one form or another on this one. Her general skill is when it attacks, if you've got Super Idol Riviere on your V, or your Soul, so that's the grade 2 Riviere card. This unit gets +2k, and when this unit attack hits, counter blast, counter charge 1 and soul charge 1. So it's very, very dependent on the grade 2. Not the grade 1, but the grade 2. Which is quite nice. Leaves you to go into Toirs if you wanted to do Rising Star Toir, or if you wanted to muck about with the traditional Riviere. Let's have a look. Another card that's new out is Harmony Support. As I said, everything gets there. It is Love Flex Electa, or Eleanor. Count +1, soul +1. When this unit is returned to your hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the same number of cards at the top of your deck as the number of units with the Harmony ability, and put one of them into your hand, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's a nice bit of filtering and filling. I am absolutely mashing those up. As you can tell, there's no order, there's no structure. We've just got Shizuki's coming back out. You've got foil rare Olivia's. There is these Pacifica, Orient the Duo. The frustrating thing is that was the Fighters collection. So, kind of, it's very famous. Yeah, you've also been given the reprints of all the lovely, what's the word I'm looking for? So, if you ever bought the Prism Divas box set, when it come out.
Special set?
Yeah, it was the special set. So, they started to give you things like Absolute Duo System Mia, and the Dreaming Step Shizuki, so it's very much been a case of everything is getting reprints all throughout the bat, which is quite nice. And we are still going quite well. It's lovely jubbly, getting some good numbers, and consistent numbers, which is very different. The other thing is, it has done the return of the most annoying thing that I ever found as a SP collector.
It's not black and white, is it?
It is black and white. They've Michael Jacksoned it again, which is frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
But if it's Michael Jackson, sure it doesn't matter.
Oh no! The puns are real, kids. The puns are real.
Such a bad rare!
Well, not bad rares. Okay, they are bad rares. Yep, we've also got another secondary G-Guard here, which is by the name of High Society Citron. So she has the lovely ability of, when it's placed in the G zone, choose one grade 1 or greater card in your hand and call it to R. If I called a card, it gets +10k shield. So it allows there to be harmony and triggering off skills, so that's quite nice as well.
That catches my eye every time. It's so, like...
What, just a rare duo? Yeah,
it's just a rare duo. It's just, I keep seeing that,
black and white.
Aaron, the rare one here. I keep seeing it, like, above anything else.
So yeah, as you can tell...
That foolish shit.
It's irritating.
What?
I'm really happy with that card.
Oh yes, Full Wish. So yeah.
She's one of my favourite play cards.
She is. Oh.
Since she was a freaking...
I think this is the first. Wow, that is actually really bad. It's Cho-Cho Blanche, which is one of the key cards, I think, in Cho-Cho personally. Choose another one of your regards, so it's Soul Blast 1. Choose another one of your cards with Cho-Cho in its card name and put it at the bottom of your deck. When this unit is placed on R, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top card. Reveal any number of Cho-Cho If you do, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal one that's not Cho-Cho Blanche but is a Cho-Cho, put it into your hand, shuffle, and then put the card. If you put the card into your hand, it's plus 2k, so it becomes 9k. So it gives you facilities, it starts chaining off some skills and events. Olympus Marie we've had one of the thingy, and we actually have our first GR of the evening, which is the Fantastic Passion Pacifica.
So happy with Pacifica.
Yes, I'm glad you are. Pacifica was actually one of the decks that I took to Germany once. I did quite well with, so I was quite proud back in the day. But is this shining? No shame. No spoilers. Let me get rid of this first. Okay, we've got our first SP coming up, kids.
Is it divorce SP? I mean wedding SP.
You know how to hurt me, dude.
Not you specifically.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't think it through when I said the joke, right?
Okay, yeah, you didn't. You did not. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna.
You know I didn't mean it like that. I realised what I said when I said it. All right. You know when you can't think of a joke and it kind of you say it before you think it through. That's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah. That's what happened. I'm sorry.
Aaron, you're my new best friend.
I was a best friend.
She's eating a watermelon.
Oh, I know who it is. Sorry. Sorry.
What?
I'm back.
She's eating a watermelon.
So, Fantastic Passion Pacifica is basically Counterblast 1, choose 3 cards in your hand with Pacifica in their name that have different names, hence why you needed the 3 different ones.
I know, but the deck's already good enough at getting that already. It just seems a bit...
It's overkill, considering that basically feeds that for you quite nicely. But when this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, return all of your rear guards to your hand, choose up to 5 cards with Pacifica in their name, and call them to open rear guards. They get plus 5k each, and the Generation Break 2 skill of this unit can attack from the back row. So it's basically spamming attacks.
I do love reindeer. Go on then, who is it?
Which is good.
You know what the mortal name is.
I can't remember her name, I just know it's one of the Cho-Chos, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not. Who's Watermelon-esque? So we already have Riviera out.
Oh no, legs. Legs are back.
Yeah, legs are back. It's Watermelon.
Bikinis this time.
Oh, I love you so much. That is my first SP of this pack, so she gets special preferential treatment of where you can still see her at the top. This is our SP line.
Is it?
It's going to be the SP line, so it's fine. We also have Shizuki, who's back in business. So full Wish Shizuki is Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on the V, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at 5 cards in the top of your deck. Reveal grade 3 with Shizuki in its card name. Among them and put them into your hand. In its Jizo stride ability is when your Vanguard, choose one of your Vanguards until the end of the turn. It gets all original grade 2 cards in your deck get plus 1 grade. So there you go, not too bad. Have not worked out the deck for that yet.
Oh, well,
in the slightest.
I'm playing that.
I just realised that.
Is that your Revier? Is that your reindeer secondary?
So I love reindeer to bits as it is. I'm not too convinced on Riviera, sadly. But I really want to make a Shizuki deck.
Okay.
So bad.
Is that the second time that's come out as a reprint?
Yes, it was a rare first time round, but it was a rare to the extent where it was only 2 in a case or 4 in a case.
Yeah.
Ridiculously cheap. And we've got the second and final GR, which is in much debate because it does allow you to unlock cards finally for Bermuda.
Reprint. I'm not going to go through that.
Yeah, everyone knows it. The only issue is it's GB2 and Counterblast 2. There we go. Brand new shiny card. Look at the GR goodness. So it's perfect performance and G. It's Counterblast 2. Choose a face down card with the same name to it. For zone flip, once again, choose any number of players' cards in any circle other than the V and return it to your hand. This unit gets plus 5k for each card that you've returned. If the number of cards you do is 5 or more, draw a card. If the number of cards you do is 7 or more, it gets plus 1 drive check. So the idea is that it gets stuff off of the field for a turn, which isn't too bad, but at the same time I don't think it's anything too much to shout about.
So you can bounce everything to their hand, yeah?
Yeah, you just rebounce your Hell hand.
The most important part
Did
about
not
card...
say any fighters.
Yes, it said any fighters, so you can do your opponent's side of the field.
But that's not the most important part about it.
Yes,
the most important part is it says card.
Yeah, so
not
it doesn't
unit,
matter.
and that
if
includes locked cards.
Yeah, it doesn't matter on the state, so it's basically Bermuda get a way to unlock if they get punched over. It's a high cost in my eye. Yeah, Coral's there. We've got Corals. So it's a high cost. Oh my god, I can actually start opening some packs now myself.
No.
Yes, I think we've pretty much seen everything except for the SP stuff that's coming out. Already noticing that we've gone through half the box and there is a low number of certain cards, which is always fun. But yeah, generally as you've seen, there's stuff for we're mitigating the rares and the commons, but you've got some coral, rare, and yeah, there's some coral support all over the place. There is Prism support, there's Riviere support in here. It's generally a bit of everything, which is nice. I'm not going to say it's not, but it's also a bit frustrating because it's too all over the place. It would be very, very difficult now to, I think, start a Bermuda deck from this lot unless it's Cho. You'd have to. So yeah, at least with the other ones, there was enough in there to allow you to make a fully competitive deck and support the older stuff if you wanted it. It gave you some trade fodder and it gave you some bits and bobs that you can play with. So that was really, really nice. But this time round, it's not the fact. I think it comes across as really difficult to try and build any one deck from this, if that makes sense. Just purely because of the cards that are out there and the way that it's come through.
Shouldn't splitting rares and commons first.
So yeah. I am now.
That's the thing you were before.
You can take it one step further and split 0 ones. Does that mean?
Oh no, I'm not that lame.
Too skilled. I think we'll do that later.
Yeah.
But good cat.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's quite nice to see, as I said, the mixture of cards again. It is a level of frustration in regards to the fact of everything just seems to be supported. That's my biggest gripe on this one.
There are 2 rares at the back here.
Yeah, there's always 2 rares. Oh look, reprint of Shandy as well, which is always good. So yeah, the thing about the special packs in this, or the SP packs here, is that each of the different sections or each different clan units actually get one. So Cho get one, Riviere get one, Coral gets one, Reindeer gets one, Pacifica gets one, Duos get one, Harmony get one. It's a proper myriad in every way, shape and form. Which is good, but it also makes the collection side of things very, very difficult.
No, I think I've got another Olivia. Yep. Saw that from the back.
It's Olivia. So, I remember when that card was expensive. By expensive, I mean freaking expensive.
Really? That Olivia?
Olivia was expensive. That one.
Yeah, that one. I thought you meant that one.
Oh god, no, that's... That was like £2.50 and no one ever made a deck out of it because the whole idea of it was it was a fun deck. Oh yeah, everyone tried it, but it's just it was for fun.
The thing is, if you can get the skill off, it's pretty damn good.
Oh, it's plus, what, +2? Of course.
That's +1.
No, if you do it.
You can know because you have to put a card in soul, it's always a +1.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about this whole thing. Wow, I am seriously seeing a lack of Blanche. You don't go there.
That's Mike, who's like they all look the same.
What? No, I didn't put anything out there.
Mike
I haven't put anything out there. I put it all next to me. Don't blame me.
That probably was me just getting over it.
I've only put out the ones in the sleeves.
and Laura's in completely the wrong place.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
So great start.
Okay, I'm not doing that again. Did it yourself.
Just after defending himself.
I've got this. I've done this.
It looks exactly the freaking same.
It's not exactly.
Kyun is Kyun, right?
Kyun is not Kyun.
Everything's the freaking same in Kyun.
You're the freaking same in Kyun.
Good.
I don't know what that means. I don't even know if that was an insult or what.
I haven't read them.
It means there's only one rarity of the. Don't you say it's a common.
Meh. Just throw this down. So yeah, the number of rare cards in this is ridiculous as well.
You're all pooped out.
Is that it? We're only halfway through.
No, we're not.
No,
I'll make them.
There we go.
I don't know why I'm opening after this.
He'll be sitting there bored.
No, I'll be sipping my tea. That's gonna be.
Oh yeah, tea.
Not cold.
Cold coffee is amazing. You need to learn to live in an environment where cold coffee is socially acceptable.
The question is...
Let's pour some cold water into it next time.
The question you have to ask. Mike has one box left.
Yep.
I have a few.
I have 5.
That says a ton.
Did you actually split it?
8.
Everyone's had 8 packs each, and we've only come across 1 SP, so have I basically got the SP stats?
That's what I was going to say, who has the SP? Who has the SP pack?
See, I am so frustrated that takes up a slot.
It doesn't.
No, as in that's a rare. I would have preferred that as a common and had one of the other ones. It is because I've got it in the other version.
I know, but people might want it.
People will choke on it. I mean, yes, people might want it. I do like the fact that Curry got the reprint. This feels nice. You've got 4.
Yeah, you kind of need Kukuri, really.
It's resource management beyond everything.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bez.
What?
I got another one.
What?
SP.
What one did you get?
It might be of the GR variety.
Oh, yes!
And the SP.
Isn't that the only GR you keep pulling?
No, we've got Sivka up top.
I've pulled one of each.
See, I'm happy of getting that as a card. It is the one that I would probably play in my set. I think it's definitely worth taking one in, but it's either going to be whether or not you want to go for, how can I put it? SP is up there, on the SP line. It's whether or not you want to use that or the GB8. Sarah's over there.
Yeah.
I think that would be it. So GB8 is okay-ish. I prefer that as a tech though, hands down. Just because it makes more sense.
I do find it really annoying that there are some SPs that I want pairs, but Mr. SP man over there, his giant ass collection.
I prefer the term SP whore, please.
Okay.
Nah, I
have your whore status. I don't mind.
I am proud of it. I wear that badge with honour, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
There's no way you'd be willing to partake in like losing any of SPs.
Cold dead body comes to mind.
Not even one.
I'm afraid not. It's the only salvation I get after my divorce.
Shut up! That was a joke to dig at Bermuda, not you. It was a joke to say what are they doing now in this set.
Divorcing their husbands, clearly.
Yes, they're husbandos, what do you want to call them, Aaron?
Don't bring Token Rambo into this.
Yeah, that's a different set altogether. Do you want to start opening that can of worms?
The only point being...
Speaking of Token Rambo, I actually want to watch the anime.
Have they released it as an anime?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it's done by UFO Table, so I'm really interested in it.
Oh, that I was not aware of. I need to catching up on that.
No, you don't.
And because I know this is not aimed at Mike, because I know he won't know who UFO Table are. They're the people who animate Fate.
Oh. Don't make me interested in Token Rambo.
Their action scenes are going to be glorious.
I like the irony.
You still haven't watched Fate, don't give me that.
I'm playing it instead of them.
No, this doesn't count.
Okay, there is a huge amount of difference in card numbers here because Shizuki has not existed.
I know.
I was expecting.
It should be half and half.
What would you expect?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Also,
SP High Society Citron! Extra sexy. Who? PG. Or G-God.
That's was it explained why they were in wedding dresses?
What? What, beforehand?
On the sets, yeah, because you said why they have legs, which was intriguing enough.
That's quite a nice G-card.
that is beautiful, isn't it? It's just on the line. Why do they have wedding dresses?
Yeah, you explained why they have legs in their pictures, which was upsetting enough to hear about.
Because they use the special cream and it gets rid of their voice. That's why all of the SP cards don't have any flavour text.
And again, the same here.
Yep.
Just point that out.
Yep. So why were they wedding dresses?
Are they not allowed to get married?
Who are they married?
Are they not allowed any happy times?
Who are they married?
I don't know who they're marrying.
Where are the male mermaids?
Well, it's been a year since that set, so they're divorced.
Yeah, that was my joke! That was my joke! You can't take my joke and do it!
I can if I knew where he was going with it, sir.
That's why I was insulting them, so I was like, what's it now?
See, you'll start getting a lawyer one coming through.
I will, I need to get a lawyer to defend my case.
This is Faz's case, not yours.
Yeah.
Still defend mine.
Thank you for that. On-screen high five. Mike?
No, don't give him the satisfaction of opening one of your 8.
Oh, so satisfying opening boobs.
If you open up the SP pack, I will hug you and give you.
No, you'll murder him.
No, I won't.
Because that's meant to be your pleasure of opening the SP.
You know it's there somewhere.
Yeah, I know. If you get it on your top pack, I will be upset. Really should go somewhere on the rare cards because some of the rare cards are actually really playable.
Playable?
They are a playable.
I'm going to have to get some of those kookaries off you, Bob.
Don't worry, they are more than available in every way, shape, and form.
Simply because I find that if just having 4 isn't enough.
Yeah, you need to bounce them between decks. That's why I'm not so upset about the redo on this one.
Yeah, I've got another vote.
Well, so yeah, everything's getting evened out quite nicely now, so I don't mind it too much. It's not too bad. We're starting to get even kill at the moment.
What's the new one?
What's that?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, we have.
Seen tons of rates.
This is it. So, really low on Pacificas. I may not.
Yeah,
have
don't, please. Please, that is like one of the only cards I want. Pacificas and reindeers and
short print.
It's a GR.
Short print.
It's not going to be a short print GR.
There should be what, 3 of each?
I'm expecting 3 or 4. It's a full case. This was a sealed case. Thank you to the team at Big Orbit Cards for getting that for me.
Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not equal.
No. It's going to be a short stack of something somewhere.
Shizuku, because she's clearly the best card there.
Yeah, if you haven't already got one of the 19 different versions of Olivia that you can pick up. There we go.
So how many SPs do we need to get? 5?
4 and the Doomsday pack.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I knew I recognised her from somewhere. They've done quite a lot of the promo reprints as rares.
Yeah.
That's
the
the one.
Cheryl. Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl White and Cheryl Black. You get your SP set. What does it look like? Who is she?
It looks like a Raichain.
Of the reindeer variety?
Reindeer's not a Raichain.
Right, no. The
There's
Riviera.
two
Riviera.
Raichains. No, it's Coral.
Coral, even better.
Coral!
So this is the wonderful SP pack. So it gives you... What? Here we go. So you get the new...
Just no.
Stride. The old Stride. Shangri-La Star.
Look at that thing.
Oh, and he's got my favourite one out of the lot. Old Coral.
Thing.
Grade 1, Grade 2, Grade 3. So
It's
that
a swimsuit.
She's got a little diddy girl in a swimsuit making a sandcastle.
is absolutely beautiful, and I'm quite happy with that as a result. And Mike has picked up what I do believe is the last SP.
Whoops.
If you whoops that, I will whoops your spine. So here we go. So the last one we got is Dino.
Disturbing.
She is absolutely beautiful. She is playing with a sandcastle. There is pure innocence there, and only some kind of heathen would change it into something else.
The bay, that's his Coral, just sitting there like, yeah.
Yeah. This is me. I'm pretty fit. So that now has helped me decide the worst case scenario. I got to play Coral in the
It's fine.
chat. It's doable.
Oh, Lacry.
Blackberry is the top.
I'm actually quite happy that those are SP tools because I'm no longer jealous and don't want to. Except maybe Riviera because she's
Riviera is beautiful.
It's just because she's eating a watermelon.
What's up with eating a watermelon?
Look how cute she is.
What's so good about it?
How cute she is.
The watermelon is not the right size. Well, it's a little diddy watermelon. Who eats
Did you
mini
just throw the
watermelon?
SP?
I did throw the SP.
She is a small child, young lady. She's not
she's a child. You like playing a child, so yeah.
She is a small child, young lady, and will not be needing a giant man-sized chunk of watermelon to ram down her throat. Which brings on to a different conversation for something.
I don't see why eating a watermelon's interesting. Though.
What?
The sandcastle's more interesting than that.
I don't see why being a pirate is bloody interesting, but you've got your undead mare.
There's no little girls in them.
Have you seen how they dress?
Yeah, good point. So yeah, we've had quite good pulls. I'm happy with Coral. I am happy with 3 cards that will make it into decks that are SPs, which is nice. And throwing things on the
I
floor.
want some.
You can have
want
none of them.
Because I need to put cards
And them as well.
I don't know how many of these I need.
There we go. So, might as well speed up the process, just purely because we have so many cards to go through. So guys, thank you very much for sticking with us.
King America!
Waste of time. I mean, yay, reprints for stuff. I'm actually surprisingly low number of those. I think you may be able to squeeze out a playset of each.
For what?
The rehashed.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
we promoted you last time. Things.
Isn't the mirror really crap though?
The mirror is not too bad.
Like, in all honesty, I get that they're promos and they want to reprint them to make it easier to get. Hey, look at that creep!
There we
She's
go.
good, if I remember.
There we go. I finished off with the Suzuki, so that's good.
Angie. Oh,
Suzuki,
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just
Angie, I've got the play. Theoretically, I've got a playset of Angie thanks to the SP. But I know that we need to get more cards because I'm fully aware that you need some of these.
Well, it's over. At the end of the day, Baz, it's your case. I'm just buying bits I need.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So
I will have the trouble of looking for GRs as per normal.
So I'd expect 3 and 3 with the Pacifica and Angie then, in theory.
Yep. My only question to you is which you likely to play any of them? Like,
I play one Angie, and Pacifica not so much, to be honest.
yeah, so I'm hoping to maybe snag more than what you need. If you're not using them.
I may not be using them, but I still need them in the collection, good sir.
Yeah, I know, but at least I can use them and you can pick them up on the cheap.
I don't have any money left. Camera, you're not supposed to know. So do I.
That looks like a playset to me.
Yeah, there is a definite misstagger on these. But it's fine. Means I've got an S ton of commons and rares to. Actually, no, you're going to take playsets and stuff as well, so that helps for us.
Yep.
We're down to the last few packs, guys.
I made that mistake last time I was splitting the case with you, and I still have half of those spares in my trade binder.
It's fine. I don't. I seem to get rid of my cards quite quickly, and
Because you travel, you talk, you're Baz.
I'm not Baz, I'm the Baz. But yeah, it's just nice. I think I will be travelling again soon, just because I want to A, complete this collection, B, get some new SPs, and C, more importantly, start testing some decks. I have no idea what I'm going to take now. I want to do Cho-Cho because it's quite a nice little set, but I don't know whether that's going to be there.
Letting people know about the channel first.
Boom! What?
It isn't most
What
important.
channel? It's been active for like a month.
That's not my fault.
No.
So what do we need to say, Mr. Mike, of the promoter of Team Endgame as opposed to...
What are you supposed to do when you're travelling
Promoter
around?
of Team In-Game.
Just say I'm from Team Endgame.
This is the guy who made a Facebook page, then didn't do anything with it, and made me do stuff with it.
Oh yeah.
See?
And occasionally, types in caps lock every 3-4 months, going, "Here's our report. Watch it."
Oh, I stopped that now.
That's it, guys. Out of cards. So generalness is our SP line is quite sexy. I am happy with it.
You got a GRSP.
Not the best word to describe it.
What? Sexy.
Are
is
you
the
happy
perfect-
with that SP pack though?
I am, because out of every single deck that I would have probably done that comes in that set, it would have been in this order: Cho-Cho, Coral, Duos, Harmony, and then going down the Prism line. Well, not
Yeah,
Prism
you
line.
put Prism last.
There's no Prism line. I would not. There's no Prism line on there.
You're missing 2. I'm really unhappy with you, Faz.
What? Because I didn't.
Because they're the 2 that I want to play.
You wanted the Pacifica line and the Riviera line.
Reindeer.
Reindeer, even.
And you forgot Riviera as well.
Oh, yeah. So there's a list. I need to prioritise. There is too much boob here for me. I am over boobed, and probably going to do something quite fun. I am going to look through every single flavour text on Bermuda Triangle and get my favourite top 20 ones that have got really, really dark sadisticness, and
That is a video.
there we go. So there we go. So we're going to go for top 20 flavour texts of Bermuda
We
Triangle.
joked around this before where you'll, I don't know what the initial, how you phrase it, it's like AS thingy,
What?
where you kind of whisper it. We've said this before, where you just read them out in a whispery way.
ASMR.
That's the one.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with this. We can do it now.
I'm happy to do a fast top 20 of Bermuda plain texts.
Yeah. I already know one of my favourites because it's just dark.
Okay, just wrap it up.
So yeah, spoilers if you want to see that. So once again, guys, remember to comment, like, subscribe. More importantly, if you want us to sort of like travel down and say hello at some point, comment on why we would actually go down to your locals, and I'm sure we can pretty much do a bit of a mini road trip. Depending on Aaron's ability to pass out for a long amount of time or drive, we can travel quite a distance.
Drug him up.
So you may get a drugged up Aaron turn up, or a vomiting Aaron, or we just basically chill and relax. It'll be nice to see why people want us to visit their locals and what's good about it. So apart from that, have a
Come on.
fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or night. This has been a case opening of Bermuda by Team Endgame with Faz.
Faz, don't do it with Faz, you are teaming.
I forgot. Now I'm going to fondle some boobs, so let's do this.